Hi, I'm Hu. Today our team will show you details about bill of exchange. In order to understand what bill of exchange is and what it does, you need first to know what a bill of exchange is basically. So, what is a bill of exchange? A bill of exchange is an unconditional order in writing, addressed by one person to another, signed by the person giving it, requiring the person to whom it is addressed to pay on demand, or at a determinable future time a sum certain in money to or to the order of a specified person or to bearer. There are up to 3 parties involved in a bill of exchange transaction. The drawee is the party that pays the sum specified by the bill of exchange. The payee is the one who receives that sum. The drawer is the party that obliges the drawee to pay the payee. The drawer and the payee are the same entity, unless the drawer transfers the bill of exchange to a third-party payee. Bills of exchange generally do not pay interest, making them in essence post-dated checks. They may accrue interest if not paid by a certain date, however, in which case the rate must be specified on the instrument. They can conversely be transferred at a discount before the date specified for payment. If these bills are issued by a bank, they can be referred to as the bank drafts. If they are issued by individuals, they can be referred to as trade drafts. If the funds are to be paid immediately or on demand, the bill of exchange is known as a sight bill. If they are to be paid at a set date in the future, it is known as the term bill. In short, the main features carried by a bill of exchange include: a bill of exchange needs to be in writing. It should essentially include an order to pay. The order to make payment is unconditional. The maker of the bill of exchange must sign it. The payment to be made must be certain. There should be a definite amount to be paid. The bill can be either on demand or after a specific time period. The bill can be payable either to the payer as well as to the order of the payee. It must be stamped as per the requirements of law. The main functions performed by a bill of exchange are: a bill of exchange provides the granting of trade credit in a lawful format by allowing payments on agreed prospective dates. Facilitates formal evidence of the claim for payment from a seller to a buyer. Facilitates the seller with access to finance by allowing them to transfer their debts to a bank or financier by simply endorsing the bill of exchange to that bank or financier. Allows the financier or the banker to retain a convincing legal claim on the buyer as well as the seller. Now let's see a situation about bill of exchange, acted by Ji, Bang, and Lei.
Good morning, Miss Kenny. Today we will check the bill of exchange. Our order 100 tons fertilizer. Let's inspect the information again.
Great, I'm willing to work with that. Fine. I don't see any problem with the information. But I think it's with that record.
Okay, no problem.
Right, we have a deal. Được chưa?
A few moments later. A few moments later.
Hey Phong, I really need cash, but I have a bill which can convert to money. Can I borrow you money?
Sure, I will give you the money. Anyway, I will have my money back in 1 month. here your money. Excuse me, is this money company?
Oh, right. May I help you?
Today is maturity date of this deal. I'm going to your company to receive.
I think you should ask me to do it again.
Duy! Honey doesn't give me her money. I will show you if you don't give me back my money.
I dare you.
What about this? Your name in here.
What about this?
I don't care. I want my money back.
The situation above is an amusing play. Our team highlighted some advantages and disadvantages. Firstly, we list some advantages of bill-up exchange. It's a legal dividend of debt. It's a convenient method for the transfer of debt. A creditor can seize on the bill itself. It's a negotiable adjustment and can be transferred for the settlement of one debt without difficulty. It can be cashed before due date by discounting. A debtor enjoys the benefits of full periods of credit. It affords an easy means of transmitting money from one place to another. What's more, I will talk about the disadvantages. The disadvantages of bill-up exchange are they can lead to sale of credits and possible business loss if the bill is lost. There are fewer disadvantages to their bills than advantages since they mostly rely on being responsible. In conclusion, our team have a few notes about bill-up exchange. A draft must be made in writing, handwritten, and great drafts are all accepted. All parties should read carefully terms of contract and kind contract when signing. The bill of exchange must be used with non-red ink, no red ink or pencil. The language of draft with the field must be suitable for print form, usually in English. Bill of exchange may be made in one or more copies, which in numerous instances is of equal validity.